اللهم لا تغضلني فيها لتعرض معصيتك ولا تضربني بسياط نقيمة وزحزحني فيها من موجبات سخطك بمنك وأياديك يا منتهى رغبة
ए माबूद, आज के दिन मुझे छोड़ न दे कि तेरी नाफरमानी में लग जाऊं और ना मुझे अपने गज़ब का ताज़ियाना मार। आज के दिन अपने एहसान और नेमत से मुझे अपनी नाराज़ी के कामों से बचाए रख। ए रग़बत करने वालों की आखिरी उम्मीद का।
अऊज़ु बिल्लाहि मिनश शैतानिर रजीम। बिस्मिल्लाहिर रहमानिर रहीम व बिही नस्तईन व हुवा खैरु नासिरिन व मुईन व सल्लल्लाहु अला सय्यदिना मुहम्मद व आलिहि ताहिरीन। अम्मा बाद फ़क़द क़ाल इमाम अलैहिस्सलाम फ़ी दुआइह अल्लाहुम्मा ला तख़ज़ुलनी फ़ी लितअर्रुद मासियतिक व ला तदरुबनी बिसियात नक़िमातिक वज़हज़हनी फ़ी मिन मूजिबात सख़तिक बिमन्निक व आयादिक या मुंतहा रग़बत ar-राग़िबीन। On the 6th day dua of the month of Ramadan, we ask that we do not be from those who will be receiving the whip from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. As it says that, O Allah, on this day do not let me abase myself by incurring your disobedience, and do not strike me with the whip of your punishment. Keep me away from the cause of your anger by your kindness and your power, O the ultimate wish of those who desire. So the 6th day dua of the month of Ramadan is asking us that we be protected from the sins. Now, what are the reference of sins? Number one, Inna Allah la yaghfiru an yushrika bih. Allah will not forgive anyone who will do shirk. That is number one. Number two, Yas, being hopeless in the mercy of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Innahu la ya'isu min ruhillah إِلَّا الْقَوْمُ الْكَافِرُونَ. Except those who are kafir, they will be hopeless in the mercy of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Number one, shirk is considered as a sin. Number two, being hopeless in God is considered as a sin. أَقُوقُ الْوَالِدَيْنِ إِيَّاكُمْ وَأُقُوقُ الْوَالِدَيْنِ. To be disowned by parents is considered as a sin, because a person who is disowned, God also disowns that person as well. God will turn his face away from the individual who been disowned by the parents. قطع رحم ويقطع ما أمر الله به أن يوصل. Those who cut their kin, those who cut their relationship, they are considered as a sin as well. لا يدخل الجنة قاطع رحم. A person who have cut his kin, cut his relationship, he will not enter paradise, he will not enter Jannah, because it is against the will of God. God in Surah Ra'ad says that He has made relatives. He has made my cousin as my cousin. He has made my brother as my brother. He has made my father as my father, or as my friend as my friend. Who am I to really cut this if God have decided that I be born in such a family? So therefore, it is God who have made me a relative of others, and here I come and cut this relationship. So I'm going against the will of God. That is why Imam as-Sadiq alayhi salam, when he was on the deathbed, and he was about to die, from the heritage he says, or he assigned a fixed amount for his family member. And the other family members, they said that this family member who you are assigning the money or heritage to is the one who have conspired against you, and his hands are, he is guilty of giving you poison. Then Imam Sadiq alayhi salam says that, how can I cut which God have joined? God have joined me. So therefore I have to take care of my kin, of my relationship. Now what are the effects of this great ibadat, which is Sile Rahim? Long life, and the house will be flourishing and fulfilled, and the hisab on the day of judgment will be asan, will be easy for a person. So if a person who does Sile Rahim, he will have long life. If a person who does Sile Rahim, his house will be abad, his house will be flourishing. A person who have done Sile Rahim, his hisab on the day of judgment will be easy. Now number 5. So number 1 we said shirk. Number 2 we said hopelessness in God. Number 3 we said disowning from the parents, aqul walidain. Number 4 qat raham, that somebody who cut the kin. Number 5 eating of the mal of yatim, a person who eats. Innal ladina ya'kuluna amwal al yatama dhulman innama ya'kuluna fi butunihim nara. A person who eats the property of orphans, one have to be careful about. So therefore that is considered as a sin. Number 6, lying. Ala akhbarakum bi akbar al kabair ala shirak billah wa uququl walidain wa qawlu zur and la yaslih al kadhb jiddan wala hazlan. Let me tell you, as the riwayat goes, as it says that in Biharul Anwar and also in Usul Kafi, this riwayat comes. Let me tell you of great sins, which is shirk, which is aqul walidain, and qawl az-zur is a person forcing something, oppressing, and also lying, right? Number 7, we are counting the misdaq of sins. We are counting the reference of sins. Zina, fornication is a sin. To break one's covenant. Inna sharra dawabi indallah alladhina kafaru wa af'ahum la yuminun alladhina ahadat minhum thumma yanquduna ahaduhum fi kulli marratin wa hum la yattaqun. Definitely the person who breaks the ahad, alladina ahadta minhum thumma yanquduna ahaduhum, one who does yanquduna means naqd, comes from naqd. A person who does naqd, a person who breaks his ahad, his promise, is also considered as a sin. Number 9, a person who sells less. Wailun lil mutafaffifin, weighs 1 kilo, but after measuring that 1 kilo, he gives little bit less. God says, vow unto those, right? Wa aqimul wazna bil qist, wala tukhsirul mizan, and that sort of balance will be there, and there will be a person who gives little khasr in mizan, that is a sin, right? Riba, interest. La ta'akulu riba, eating interest is considered as haram, it is a sin. Kulu washrabu wa la tusrifu, israf is considered as a sin. Be careful. Month of Ramadan, lots of food, lots of ni'mah in the masjid, in the Husayniyah, but be wary of waste. Be careful of waste. Amirul Mu'mineen, a person was eating dates and he was throwing the seed of the dates here and there. Amirul Mu'mineen said, "Vow unto you, why are you doing this? Why are you throwing? You are doing israf." Then he says, "What do you mean, Ya Amirul Mu'mineen?" He says, one day Amirul Mu'mineen was seen to collect the dates from the different places, and then he was carrying in a big bag on his back. He says, "What are you doing, O Amirul Mu'mineen?" He says, "I'm carrying a garden of dates." Everybody laughed. He took these dates and he planted them. After a few days, after a few months, he said, "Look what I have done." So even that seed should be protected, should be saved. It should not be done israf. To that extent, one should pay attention to. Now in the month of Ramadan, when you go in the masjid, a person eats dates, he throw here, he throw there, everywhere, wherever we walk, there are date seeds, unfortunately. An-nidhafatu min al-iman. Cleanliness is from iman. Be careful of these things. What you do in the masjid. It's a public property. It's a public place. Be careful of these garbage bags that you put outside, and there are neighbors around you, and they will be hurt by of these actions. These actions are no good. Allah doesn't like these actions. Not giving zakat. وَوَيْلٌ لِلْمُشْرِكِينَ الَّذِينَ لَا يُؤْتُونَ الزَّكَاةَ. Vow unto those who are mushrikeen, those who know, and those who do not give zakat. They are also considered as a sin. So about 12 sins we counted, and there are many. 12 we have counted are considered as great sins that a person should not commit. Now, some of the points in regards to the dua of today, as we say that, one is a sin will bring about dhillat, which means that it will bring about disrespect for oneself, and it is going against the command of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And the same way as the fulfillment of command of God brings about mercy of God, committing a sin will bring about the wrath of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Imam Zainul Abidin says that count 3 things before 3 things. Count the azab of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala before committing a sin, whether that be a big sin or a small sin. Meaning that remember the azab of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala before committing a sin. Regard the azab of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala before committing a sin. Do not regard it to be a big sin or a small sin. Acceptance of dua is hidden in dua itself. Regard the dua when a person is doing the dua. Do not say it's a big dua or a small dua. Regard the human being. Respect the human being, because the awliya, because the saints of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is hidden amongst the human being. Regard them, respect them, count them. Now on the night of 6th, whosoever recites 6 rakat of prayer, the 4 rakat of prayer, and in every rakat he recite Tabarakalladhi biyadihil mulk, it is as if he has attended to the night of Qadr. So therefore, on the 6th night, whosoever recites 4 rakat prayer, I will repeat. On the 6th night, whosoever recites 4 rakat of prayer, and in every rakat he recites Surah Hamd and Tabarakalladhi biyadihil mulk. Surah Mulk, it is as if he has attended to the night of Qadr. It is as if he has done dark of the night of Qadr. He has achieved, he has understood the night of Qadr. Inshallah, may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala accept all your fasts and all your ibadat. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala forgive all of our marhumin. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala protect us from the sins and forgive all of our sins and the sins of marhumin, and haste the reappearance of our 12th Imam and include us as the faithful companions. Salamun alaykum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Ghafarallahu lana wa lakum. Thank you very much for joining us, and we will see you tomorrow night again. Fi amanillah. Khuda Hafiz.